Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dalescenter, live from Nashville, Tennessee, not the heart of America, not Los Angeles, unfortunately. Be sure you're watching Garage Guy Chase out in LA at the Coliseum, getting ready for the Busch Light Clash, first NASCAR event of the year. I'm at my friend Guy's house, mobile Dalescenter on the road once again. Appreciate everybody for joining. I want to know who you think is going to win, your favorite bets. I know the sports books kind of fucking blow right now, all right? We'll be straight up about it. Sports books suck right now. We thought there would be way more variety out there on DraftKings, on Barstool, on Caesars. Still, Barstool is doing the most. It's the only place that I've seen that you can find matchups right now. Only place you can find matchups. I was hoping we'd have more. Looks like we're going to have to wait until after the heats to get a full-blown, diversified betting experience for the Busch Light Clash, which sucks because a lot of these books, you don't know if they're even going to re-upload lines. We were talking about it in the Garage Guys Discord, which you can join. Link in this video description below to join the Garage Guys Discord. If you're not there already, it's been popping. A lot of chatter, a lot of betting chatter, not just NASCAR, but any sport that you like to bet on. There's people talking about it. Be sure to join our community that's continuously growing. How is everybody fucking doing today? Yes, by the way, Go Fast Troy, what is up? Good to see you back. Had Taco Bell's breakfast this morning. Really fucking good. Very underrated breakfast, by the way. And if you follow me on Instagram and Twitter, you know that I made a very, very strong commitment, but I would only have 10 Mountain Dews in the entire year of 2023. Well, breaking news, this is my second Mountain Dew 2023, and it's Baja Blast. And after I got hammered for my buddy's wedding last night, this is the only thing that can bring you back to life, right? Baja Blast Mountain Dew at 8 in the morning. That is like the go-to recipe for a successful Sunday. But I'm alive. I'm here. Nick Hook, good to see you. Justin Haley, top 3 plus 500. Where do you see that line at? Where do you see that line at? Because I think I saw plus 400. I think I saw plus 400 on Barstool. But Justin Haley, there's a lot of discrepancy you can find right now. He's like 15 to 1, 20 to 1 if you look at Barstool, Caesars, BetMGM. DraftKings right now still has Justin Haley at 40 to 1. 40 to 1 for the pole sitter. That's huge. Now, if you look at data, lap averages, Justin Haley did not look good. This is a tough race because I don't know how much stake we can put into the lap averages like we would put into most weeks, right? A regular NASCAR race, but we don't have this crazy procedure of qualifying, heats, and then just a crazy, 250 lap race on a fucking football field. I mean, it's ridiculous. But it is cool, and it's a cool way to start the season. I'm going to look at the chat real quick. Talk to a few of you guys. Jack McCarthy, good to see you. Priest Lightning, okay? Tell me why you think Ryan Priest is lightning. I saw he was okay in practice, but first race in the Stewart-Haas number 41. I don't know if I'm ready for Ryan Priest. I don't know if I'm ready. Kevin, appreciate your comment. Yes, this is like, I think this is my second favorite tie out of all the NASCAR ties I have. Troy, are you hungover? No, I am not, because I had Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Cameron, good to see you back. Super NASCAR fan, AJ better not mess with Briscoe. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking Briscoe better not mess with AJ. AJ is a feisty motherfucker. He could get back at him, and I mean, dude, we're Allen Iverson just talking about practice right now with that shit that was happening yesterday. So, Bovada has matchups. I'm not typically on Bovada, but Nick, let me know what Bovada has that's advantageous versus what we'll see on the mainstream sports books, and we can talk about it. Dylan, good to see you. Bet Online has matchups. Nick says those matchups suck. Okay, all right. So you tell me they have matchups, but they fucking suck. What are the matchups? Let us know. Let's talk about them. Only book I can bet on in Texas. Yeah, I understand. Being from Mississippi, I go through that same shit, dude. Straight up. I'm going to turn this music off for you guys. Dylan, good to see you, bro. How's the iRacing stuff going? You know I'm trying my ass off. Getting in wrecks, getting protested. iRacing has actually come at me thinking my name isn't real, and they want me to change my name. And I insist that it is. I'm just telling them what's on my driver's license, which is Dale Tanhardt. Blaney looked good, but something will go wrong. I think it's a big deal that he didn't get a legitimate qualifying lap in. His time was disallowed when he did the backwards thing and kind of fucked up that first lap. So track position is going to be really important. It's going to be really tough to pass. The best way to pass is going to be just moving people out of the way. We're going to see a lot of that. Allmendinger 500 to 1 to win the cup. Talking about the championship, I mean, a lot of people are going to consider him a lock for the playoffs because of all the road courses we have on the schedule. There's a huge advantage for him. But I don't think he's going to win the championship. But 500 to 1 could get cut in half if he wins a race early in the season, like at Circuit of the Americas or Sonoma. It could be a good value bet. Appreciate you, Drake. Big boy John. Austin Dillon, RCR qualified good and will be together during Heat 2. Yes, so in the description below of this video, you can see the link to the Action Network that has all of my NASCAR bets. I have only logged one bet. I logged it on Monday, and it was Austin Dillon outright at 66 to 1. That is now, 40 to 1, 35 to 1 on most books because he qualified well. He finished third in the Clash last year. Like, let's not undermine that. Is it the most important source of data? I don't think so. But when you look at the speed Austin Dillon had last year at Martinsville, he was also good at Richmond and podium finish in the Busch Light Clash in 2022. Austin Dillon at 66 to 1. I would bet that down to 50 to 1. If you can find 50 to 1, take that on Austin Dillon. I've got a little sprinkle of a bet on 83. I think he's a good underdog play. Cody, good to see you. 1,400 for Justin Haley at BetMGM. DraftKings has him at 40 to 1. 40 to 1 for Justin Haley. That's ridiculous. That's the discrepancy I was talking about when I started the show. You can get Justin Haley at 15 to 1, 14 to 1, 17 to 1. DraftKings 40 to 1 right now as we speak. There's just no way that's going to stay. Matt Hamill, good to see you. I think Ross Chastain is going to have a monster season. You can get him at 12 to 1 to win the cup on FanDuel and DraftKings. Yeah, so Garage Guy Chase is super high on Ross Chastain. I kind of have this gut feeling like I'm usually a data guy, I'm a trends guy, but you have to use some gut and like some instinct sometimes. And I think Ross Chastain and Trackhouse I think they're going to have a down year compared to last year. I think that a lot of these teams are going to catch up. Joe Gibbs Racing had an awful year last year, especially when you look at how they started the season. I think Hendrick Motorsports could be better. 23XI is going to be better. I think Roush is going to be better. Teams are going to be better. Chase Briscoe, I think, is going to win multiple races. I think Trackhouse is going to regress a little bit. So I'm not on Ross Chastain, but Garage Guy Chase is heavy on Ross to win the championship. Rebs, Rebs, Rebs. What's up, Glaze and Confused? Bush Lee, can you confirm or deny that you suck at fantasy football? I can confirm. I drafted Russell Wilson and it fucked up my whole league. Thank you for that. DraftKings Haley is 10 to 1. I swear not even 10 minutes ago I looked at Haley and it was 40 to 1. I'm not even lying. That is crazy. So there you go. It's already moved. Adam Swanson, I placed a $100 bet on Ricky Stenhouse. I don't know. I don't know about Ricky in this one. Uh, I wouldn't put $100 on it, I'll tell you that. Now, depending on what your unit is, that's your call. If I bet on Ricky, it would be a sprinkle, kind of like what I would do in Austin Dillon, but a little less. I don't know what Ricky's trending at right now, like 80 to 1, 85 to 1. I mean, he qualified 18th. He's going to have a decent spot in his heat. If he keeps his track position, he'll make the main event. And shit, dude, you never know. 40 to 1 was for the Daytona 500. Is that right? All right, I'm looking at DraftKings right now. Busch Light Clash. I don't even see a Justin Haley listed on here right now. Is that legit? The Clash has, I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but on DraftKings, the Clash has like fucking 20 drivers listed. I don't know. You guys seeing that? Sitting on Haley, 100 to 1, 8360 to 1. Dude, Troy, you're on all the underdogs, baby. I love it. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Haley is 40 to 1 for the Daytona 500, which, by the way, I think is also a good bet. Also a very good bet. Um, I'm trying to get this to load up. Something is up with DraftKings. Yeah, my DraftKings only has about half the field listed right now. That is so dumb. That is so dumb. Hold on, let me log in real quick. Real quick before I get too carried away, as I usually do, don't forget about our wonderful partner, Hooters. Right now, you could go to Hooters, save $10 on any $40 dine-in order just by telling your waitress about promo code Garage Guys. That's valid for food, non-alcoholic beverages, and merchandise. And you'll see the other code on the bottom of your screen, our takeout code, Hooters app. Download it right now. There's a link in this description to download the Hooters app. Special rewards, offers, discounts, everything you could ask for. And when you check out, get your takeout order $30 or more. You save $10 when typing promo code Garage Guys. You know we got you hooked up. Garage Guys, Hooters, match made in heaven. And I got to talk about it again. That fucking Hooters paint scheme, amazing. I want to know what everybody thinks about it. I saw a little bit of some people didn't like it, but most people seemed like they loved it. I think it looks amazing. That render, like the little picture of the render, like the car not in person, it doesn't do justice with how good the car looks. It looked amazing in person. Can't wait to see it. Wish it was going to be on track more than 3 times this year, but oh well, maybe next year. But yes, don't forget about Hooters. We love them and they love us. At least I think they do. All right, Blaze, good to see you. Rowdy all the way. I think that's a good place to start. I think that is a great place to start. Kyle fucking Busch looked great in qualifying, good in practice, had solid averages, finished second in this race last year. Everybody's talking about how they think Kyle Busch is going to have a down year. Like, they're surprised that everybody's on Kyle Busch. Dude, this is not a Brad Keselowski thing, right? Like, Brad Keselowski left a top tier organization to basically start a rebuild for a company, which is now Roush Fenway Keselowski. That is not even close to what we're looking at with Kyle Busch. RCR is trending upward. They had amazing race cars last year between Tyler Reddick and Austin Dillon. And now you bring a Hall of Famer into that program to take the place of Tyler Reddick. Sucks losing Reddick because he was amazing. Uh, and of course, I think he's going to kill it with 23XI. But now you bring a Hall of Famer into that team, into that program that is trending very, very positively in the right direction. I think Kyle Busch is going to have a good year. I'm starting to believe more and more and more that he's going to crush his over on wins, which is 1.5. And I think he's going to be a massive contender tonight in the Busch Light Clash. I just can't believe we're back. I just cannot believe I'm saying tonight we're going to see NASCAR. We're going to see NASCAR back in action. It's an exhibition race. Call it what you want. But you can put your fucking retirement fund on Kyle Busch right now. And I'm probably going to. Plus 800 is the best you can grab right now. Kind of hate it because you did miss out at what, plus 1200, plus 1400 on some books before we saw track time. But I think Kyle Busch is going to be my favorite to win this race. I think he's going to have a chip on his shoulder. I really do. I think Kyle is due for a great season, and I think he's going to start off strong, and I think he's going to be all up in the mix tonight to win this thing. So let me know what you guys think about that. Remember, check out the Action Network to see the exact amount of money I put on any of my bets, any driver. You can see that link below in the YouTube video description and follow everything. Get notifications when I log bets, when I place bets. The Action Network is where it's at, and Kyle Busch is going to be on there. I'll go ahead and tell you right now. Adam, good to see you. I know he's a great driver. Just a crybaby if he doesn't get his way. Well, that's because Kyle Busch hates losing more than he loves winning. So I get it, you know. Scrolling back up here, Andrew B, good to see you. Justin Haley is still 17-1 on FanDuel. Okay. You know, FanDuel fucking blows on NASCAR odds. Like, let's just be clear. They don't give a shit about motorsports. But sometimes you can find good value, and I hope it's like it was last year where they, leave the lines up when they're qualifying. Don't tell anybody about that. But that was always good to get some extra value. Dylan, yes, the Hooter scheme is sexy as hell. He's going to win in it. That race, win diecast, would be a must have. Yeah, he's had fucking terrible luck in the Hooters cars, and he's talked about it. So he's due for a win with Hooters on board. Jason P, good to see you, man. What is up? Caleb, appreciate you with Justin Haley insight over on FanDuel. Reed, good to see you, my friend. A happy Rowdy is a dangerous Kyle fucking Busch. Absolutely. Absolutely. Fresh start, new beginning. Doesn't have to worry about all the gossip that happened in 2022, wondering if his contract was going to be renewed, along with just like the complete hardships and all the struggles that that team faced throughout 2022 is ridiculous. Cody, what do you think about Byron? Thank you. You guys are setting up my transitions. All right, guys, we're back. Sorry about that. I'm new to Streamlabs. I'm new to Streamlabs. Better software utilizes my 4K webcam better than what StreamYard did. So I'm still learning the software, and I don't have Garage Guy Tony, our awesome producer, with me. So I'm managing by myself. So apologies for that. You can hear me now, right? Are we good? You good? I'm watching the chat. It says muted. Someone said, Everyone just admire the tie and the crawfish for a few minutes." Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? I need it in the chat. Come on, guys. Good? Good? Back? Drew? Great. Appreciate you guys. All right. Anyway, Lost Prophet, good to see you. Timothy Jones, good to see you. Thought it was this old man touching buttons. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm not that old, if you're talking about me. Hunter Henry, good to see you, my friend. Yeah, no, it's not actually. Hey, Hunter Henry, my one of my buddies over here in the living room asked if you were the tight end for the Patriots, but I think he's answered that before actually. 69 viewers. Yeah, thanks, Glaze and Confused. Willie, loud and clear. Appreciate you. All right. Yes, Benjamin Bill. You guys didn't hear all my great statistics. Basically, I think William Byron is a very underrated short track racer. Look at what he did in 2022. He won Martinsville. He was good at Martinsville in the fall. He was really good at Phoenix, which isn't a great comparison by any means, but it is a shorter, flatter racetrack. And I do like to lump those when you have such an unpredictable, type of racetrack, which is the fucking LA Coliseum. Shorter, flatter racetracks, William Byron was amazing at in 2022. I think he's going to have a chip on his shoulder after what happened at Darlington last year. When Logano moved him out of the way at Darlington, it seemed like that just fucked up his entire season. He just was not the same. The team struggled and did not win another race after winning two of like the first 10 races in 2022. I think Byron was Timothy. No, I'm 67 years old. Okay. I'm looking at the chat. I'm just making sure that my audio is still good. I'm seeing my input go. Making sure the audio is still good. Tanaka, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. But yeah, I think that William Byron is going to be a force. He qualified really well. He was good in practice. And that Raptor paint scheme, remember, and now the Raptor paint scheme is it's a different design this year. But remember, he went out and dominated Martinsville in that Raptor paint scheme. So there's a little juju for you right there. But I think William Byron's going to be really good. At 12 to 1 is the best you can get him at right now. And I believe that is on Barstool Sportsbook. See 11 to 1 on Barstool plus 800 on Caesars. Maybe it was DraftKings. I'm looking right now. DraftKings, yes, 12 to 1 William Byron. I'm all over that. All over Benjamin Bill. Bye guys. Where y'all going? Where y'all going? Lunch, okay. You don't want to give your NBA lock? My friend Guy keeps saying he wants to give an NBA lock. Come on. Well, come on. Oh, left side. Come here. Other side. My friend Guy wants to give an NBA lock, guys. I know. I told him we only bet on real sports here, but I'll give him the mic for a second. Here you go.
Hey everybody. So if I'm allowed back on the stream next week, I'll continue the streak. But
Closer.
the lock of the day, NBA lock, outside of racing, of course. Memphis Grizzlies -2 against the Toronto Raptors.
There you go.
Lock
All
it in.
right. Get the fuck out of here.
Lock it in.
Lock it in. Grizzlies -2. You want an extra bet? Grizzlies -2 apparently is a lock. Enjoy your lunch, guys.
And the under.
And the under? And my friend Harrison says the under.
No,
Don't listen to that
I'm
one.
going to lose that one.
All right. MGM plus 1200 on Byron just now looked. Okay, there you go. MGM or DraftKings, you can get William Byron. Benjamin Bill is what we call him. I think there's a good chance we're going to be calling him Benjamin Bill once again tonight. Benjamin Bill Byron plus 1200 I think is a great bet, and he will be on my card. All right, Son of Smoke, good to see you, man. Probably the best profile picture in this chat. Son of Smoke. I love that old Tony Stewart. Love that shit. Benjamin Bill in his short golf shorts. Mark in Mississippi, my guy, what is up? 83 plus 6,000, hashtag moonshot. Yeah, I'm on there with you. I got 6,600 early in the week. We're going to say a prayer. Talking about Austin Dillon, once again, just guys, you're just killing the transitions for me, right? Pod mic. Yep. Okay. I got the mic on this one. We're good. Uh, kind of a not a statistical play. Austin Dillon is certainly not the best short track racer. You know what I think about this event? This is a big event, right? This is a huge event in the LA market, a really cool thing. Like you're in a fucking legendary football stadium. This is a big race. People want to say whatever about, oh, we should be at Daytona in speed weeks or we need to go back to the way it was. This is a cool fucking venue. This is a big deal marketing out in LA. I think this is a big race. I think the drivers, when you look at the purse for the whole field is like $2 million, which is fucking terrible. I mean, $2 million for 36 drivers. So it's basically win or go home, like trophy or nothing. And now they're doing like the podium thing, which is going to be hilariously awkward, I'm sure, when somebody does a bump and run. But all that matters in this race is first place. So I think this is going to be a race where the drivers that win big races are going to come to play, and they're going to be the guys that are there at the end. The Kyle Bushes, the Denny Hamlins, Chase Elliott wins big races sometimes. Um, Austin Dillon fits that category, and you're going to be like, "What? What are we talking about here?" Austin Dillon's only won 4 races. Look at the 4 races Austin Dillon has won in his life: the Daytona 500, the Coca-Cola 600. He won at Texas, which seems insignificant, but in that year, I believe it was 2020 when he won at Texas, he was outside the playoffs looking in, and that win earned him a playoff spot. Not the biggest win ever, so you can kind of discount that one. But the other win was at Daytona in a win or go home situation. He did win at Daytona last fall when he was outside the playoffs. The only way he could get in the playoffs is if he won that race, and he didn't. You can say whatever about Austin Dillon, but he wins big races. And this is a big race, and we're undermining the fact that he ran third in it last year. Seems like RCR has really good speed this weekend. Already talked about Kyle Busch. Austin Dillon was very underrated last year. Look at Martinsville. He had winning speed at Martinsville in the spring race. Finished third. Richmond, he was good. You don't have a lot of other data to look at, I guess, regarding short tracks for Austin Dillon. But he wins big races, and this is a big race. I'm not saying he's going to win it. I'm not saying he should be the favorite. I'm not saying to put the fucking 401k on my guy Austin Dillon. As much as I love him, put a penny on it. If you can find plus 4,000, plus 5,000, good underdog play. And what pisses me off, look, I'm a positive guy. If you guys follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, you know I'm all positivity. But I am very frustrated with what we've seen out of the sports books. Very frustrated. And I know you guys are too. Very fucking frustrated that we don't have as much variety as I thought we would. I anticipated there would be so much out there for the Clash. It's like the books are scared to put a bunch of shit out before we get to the heats. It's just bogus. Thank goodness that Barstool at least has race props and head-to-head matchups. I know we've got a couple offshores you guys have been talking about that have some matchups, but it's fucking bullshit that DraftKings doesn't have matchups. BetMGM doesn't have matchups. FanDuel doesn't give a fuck, so I'm not even going to count them. Excuse all my F-bombs. You guys know I cuss, but look, I'm in a frustrating rant right now because this reminds me of like 2020 NASCAR betting. I've been betting on NASCAR since 2019. In 2020, this is what it looked like. It's 4 fucking head-to-head matchups, 2 race props, top 3, and race winners. And most books only have race winners. I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, what are we doing? Thank goodness Barstool Sportsbook has top 3 at least. So my point in all this, Barstool has Austin Dillon for a top 3 at plus 900 right now. Barstool Sportsbook. I think that's a good play. If you don't want to bet on Austin Dillon to win the race, I could see him being up at the front at the end of this thing. I think he's going to be in the mix. When we get top 5 lines, you know, fucking, if we get top 5 lines, I'm speechless talking about all this. If we get top 5 lines, I like Austin Dillon for top 5. I think you'll be able to grab that, hopefully, around plus 400, plus 450. I think that'd be a good play. And I do want to circle back on Benjamin Bill. He's plus 300 for a top 3. I think that's a lock. I think William Byron plus 300 for a top 3 is a mortal fucking lock. I really believe that. And for everybody that is a typical Dale Center stan, of course, thank you for coming back. I'm not going to do a top plays like we did, like we usually do. I'm not going to do a top five play thing just because there's not enough out there. I'm going to give you all the guys I think are going to win this race. I'm going to throw probably two head-to-head matchups that I really like, and then just talk about some extra top three stuff from some of my guys that I'm picking to win, like Austin Dillon, like William Byron. I think you should consider their top three action. And to see if I'm betting on it, to see exactly what I'm betting on it, hit the link in the YouTube description. Go to the Action Network. Amazing app. So good for tracking. You can set notifications up to the second when I place bets, and you can just tell me right there. It's so smooth, seamless. Be sure to check that out. But yes, I'm frustrated. Hunter Henry, Bovada currently has 4 head-to-head matchups. That's just ridiculous, dude. That fucking Bovada has matchups, but DraftKings doesn't. You know what? I keep boasting about my positivity. We're going to stay positive here, guys. Hey, it's race day. We're back. It's Dale Center Sunday special. You never get these Sunday specials. This is a Thursday program, and we're here on Sunday talking about bets. Coverage, I know, I think starts in like an hour or 2 hours. NASCAR race day on Fox or FS1 or whatever. So we're going to try to lead you up into NASCAR race day whenever that does start. But I appreciate you guys joining, man. We got 93 people in here. Holy shit, dude. Thank you guys. That's a lot of people for Dale Center, considering what we had last year. The Rolex 24 was a grand slam. I will say that. Great crowd for the Rolex 24. I hope you guys enjoyed that. 10.5 hour stream. That was awesome. But Son of Smoke, an MFL. Yes, I think William Byron plus 300 for a top three is a mortal fucking lock. That is the lock of the stream. William Byron top three plus 300. Checking Twitter. And just in case you missed it, I've had my second Mountain Dew of the year. I can only have 10 Mountain Dews in 2023. So after drinking for one of my buddy's weddings last night, had to be revived this morning with Baja Blast. So mm, so good. Trevor, what is up? Human, what is up, my dude? I hate Barstool Sportsbook, but their NASCAR is fairly good, so I guess I'll fund my account. Yeah, I mean, I think that that's a testament to the relationship NASCAR and Barstool have built, right? The Rubbin is Racing podcast is back with our good friends from Barstool Sports, Barstool Large and HQ Spider, the boys. They're investing a lot into Barstool, so their sportsbook is doing the best, and they're doing the most right now on showcasing NASCAR betting and growing that market. And I know we'll see a lot for the Daytona 500. Little disappointed with what we're seeing this weekend, but we're all good. We're here to win money, and I think we can still do that. 93 people, only 24 likes. Hey, everybody listen to 10 Knock. If you're here enjoying the program, hit that like button. I'm stuttering, but hit the like button. That helps us out here at the Garage Guys. Um, Mark in Mississippi, time to switch to whiskey. Love that. Love that. Myron Kidd, good to see you. Justin Haley is plus 1,000 to win by DK. What the hell? Look, track position is important, man. Track position is important. We'll talk about Justin Haley. Starting from the pole, he's going to start first in his heat. Did not show great long run speed from the lap averages data that we saw. But guys, I'm just really not sure what to make out of lap averages. They can be misleading in this race, I feel like, because you're constantly in traffic. Even with their practice sessions only having like 12 to 15 guys, I feel like it could still be somewhat misleading on who we think is going to be good. Qualifying is so important because track position is going to be so fucking key in this race. Um, I think last year the only guys outside the top 10 that finished in the top five were like Eric Jones, qualified 16th, finished top five. I think Austin Dillon qualified 10th or 11th, and he finished in the top five. So track position is going to be important. Trevor, so juiced for the 500, ready to be down for Truck Night. Truck Night America, can't wait. 2 weeks from this past Friday. Love that. Yes, Son of Smoke. This is why I tell you guys to join the Garage Guys Discord, which you can do that in the link in the description. Head over to the Discord. People were talking about Justin Haley days before qualifying at 100 to 1. Multiple guys grabbed Justin Haley at 100 to 1. Now he's on the pole, and now he's fucking 15 to 1, 14 to 1, 10 to 1. That is the advantage of the Garage Guys Discord. Look, you're looking at the greatest NASCAR bettor in the universe. There's some other damn good bettors in our Discord that make a shit ton of money, make more money than I do, and I mean a lot more money. You need to join us, join the community. There's some hella motherfucking ballers in there giving out bets ahead of time. Myron, are you planning on playing the DK Daytona 500 Millie Maker? I'm not a DFS guy. I will put one lineup in there, but I've never made money on DFS ever. I'm not a DFS guy. You just need so much to happen. You need a lot of capital basically to build a bunch of lineups, put a lot of money in. That's really the best way you can win is putting a shit ton of money in and making 100 lineups, right? I don't like that kind of shit. I like betting because it's just one outcome that you need. With DFS, you need great outcomes from six different drivers all at the same time. It's hard. It's a hard game. Not my thing. Shane, good to see you. Thoughts on Ty Gibbs? I think he's going to struggle. And obviously not good that they had that electrical problem, which is ridiculous, by the way. We got to fix that. That's like the third or fourth time that's happened since the Gen 7 car has been out. But no, I'm fading Ty Gibbs. I don't be surprised if he doesn't make the main event. I think he's going to get roughed up. It's a new Cup Series. If he roughs somebody up, they're going to fucking hit him back. This is just, you're not going to be able to do it here. I think he's going to have a tough time tonight. Garage Guys Discord is where it's at. Mississippi, Market, Mississippi. Briscoe plus 3,000, all bought yesterday. Kevin S. Allmendinger plus 15,000 on Bovada. Best long shot future I've ever seen. Yeah, so someone else has mentioned that. I think that it's a good line. Now, AJ is not going to win the championship, but that's a good line in the sense of if he wins a road course race early in the season, he's a virtual lock for the playoffs because in this format, dating back to 2014, if you win a race in the regular season, all statistics indicate that you'll be in the playoffs. So, even last year with all the different winners that we had, if you any driver that won a race in the regular season last year made the playoffs, except for Kurt Busch, who left due to injury. So, if he wins a race, you can expect that plus 15,000 to turn into like plus 5,000 or plus 4,000. So, you could have a cash out opportunity at some point potentially. So yeah, I kind of like that bet. Andrew, good to see you. Chevy manufacturer to win at 2 to 1. Oh, Cedar, Discord link is broken. Let me fix that for you, bro. We'll get that Discord link fixed. Hey, anybody in the Discord, if you're in the Discord, drop a link into the YouTube, drop it on Twitter. That's what I'll do, actually. That is what I'll do. I will post the link on my Twitter if you're having problems joining. What happens is the link like refreshes and it oftentimes will not work anymore after like 7 days or something. All right. All right. Search Dale Tanhardt on Twitter, guys. Search Dale Tanhardt on Twitter, and I just tweeted a brand new functional Discord link. And next time you come back around to the stream, the Discord link will be fixed. Dude, I just fucking love talking to you guys. And we have 100 viewers right now. I just want to say thank you all for joining. We're bringing the fucking electricity to NASCAR. We've done it 2021, 2022. We're going to be on a whole nother level for 2023. And I love natural light. Love natural light. We just hit 100 viewers, so this is what I'm about to do. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. NASCAR is fucking back, baby. Let's fucking go. Did I just ruin my computer? Possibly. Um, excuse me. Let's go. Look, I love getting distracted. I love getting distracted talking to you guys. But I got Justin Haley on the screen. I'm basically like 50-50 at this point if I want to bet on Haley. I've missed out on all the value. But on the other hand, I look at practice speeds, averages. I consider the fact that the Clash, even when it was at Daytona, it's always won by big drivers, right? Like big name drivers win these races. I'm not saying Justin Haley's a scrub. He's a super speedway king, and I think he's going to have a way better year than he did last year. He's a good race car driver. But almost every single Busch Light Clash, Budweiser shootout, whatever you want to call it, has been won by Hall of Fame race car drivers. I don't remember who posted that. That was a great piece of data I saw on Twitter. I think his name was Seth Sharp. He's like a NASCAR historian. I think that's who it was. Great statistic. Almost every single Busch Light Clash, Budweiser shootout has been won by Hall of Famers. Big drivers win big races. I don't think Justin Haley's there just yet. And I love my friends at Colleague. I love Justin Haley. But I think right now I just made up my mind that I will not bet on Justin Haley. If you got him at 100 to 1, 75 to 1, congratulations. That is amazing value. Absolutely amazing. But I just don't think Justin Haley's going to get it done. I don't think he's going to win this race. Um, ooh, man. Reed. That shotgun time would qualify pole. That's being really nice. I'm slow at shotgunning. I'm slow at shotgunning. I've seen some people that are fucking lightning fast. They just like eat the can in like a split second. Randall Lloyd, good to see you. Pre-race shotguns for luck. Love that. Love that. Lightning. All right. Nick Hook. Top three plus 500 on Haley seems like the best bet, but don't see him winning, but see a three. I like that bet. I think plus 500 for a top three. I think I remember you mentioning that earlier now. That's what I would do. If you missed out on the plus 10,000, take the plus 500. I'm looking at Barstool right now and it's plus 450. So maybe you're talking about Bovada. If you got Bovada, take it there. Plus 450 for a top three for Justin Haley. I like that bet. Am I going to be riding it? I'm already going to be riding with William Byron and a couple other guys. So I don't think I'm going to ride it. But not a bad bet. Adam Swanson, who is your sleeper? Okay. I wanted to talk about this guy right here, Chase Briscoe. Now, I don't know if he's a sleeper. It seemed like before practice and qualifying, everybody was on Chase Briscoe. And I hate that. I hate when everybody bets on the same guy because it makes you feel like, really makes you feel like the juju that is sports betting is going to come back around and fuck you over when everybody has their money on the same guy. Um, But I was really impressed with Chase Briscoe in practice. I don't think that damage he sustained is going to be a problem at all with that contact with AJ Allmendinger and when he hit the wall. I think Chase Briscoe's got a really good car. I think he showed he had a really good ability to pass race cars. And I could see him being a factor here at the end. So we're looking at what plus 1,600 plus 2,000. You could have gotten him at what? What did you guys? I know there are some people that bet on him in here before practice and qualifying. Would you get plus 3,000 plus 3,500? Right now, Barstool Sportsbook has Chase Briscoe at 16 to 1, and then DraftKings 20 to 1. And yes, that one is correct. I'm not looking at Daytona 500 this time. Trust me, I'm hungover. I make mistakes sometimes. But I'm looking at plus 2,000 on DraftKings Sportsbook for Chase Briscoe to win the Busch Light Clash. I think that's a good bet. I think you'll probably see me on that bet. I think I'm going to be on Briscoe to win. Um, just because I think the race car is good. You look at what he did last year in this race, had a rocket ship, the car broke. And just considering that if you watch Dalescenter at the Rolex 24, I'm so fucking high on Chase Briscoe this year. We're all focused on Kevin Harvick, Swan Song season. Chase Briscoe just signed an extension, and he is the face of Stewart Haas Racing starting this year. Like, he is going to be the face of the future of the organization, and I think he's due for a massive breakout year. And his strong performance that we're going to see in 2023 could start today, tonight. Chase Briscoe is going to be a factor in this race. If he doesn't get dumped, because we know he's aggressive, we know he gets into guys, that's what it's going to take to win. That is what it is going to take to win this race. You're going to have to move people out of the way. You're going to have to be aggressive. We know Chase Briscoe has the aggressive nature. That's kind of his driving style. He's an absolute wheelman. I think he's a great pick to win this race, even at 20-1. Like, I think the books are kind of saying, oh, he hit the wall, like he wrecked, like didn't qualify great. We're counting Chase Briscoe out. If there's a guy that didn't get a good qualifying performance that could just run through his heat, finish top three in his heat, get a better spot for the race, it's Chase Briscoe. I think this is a guy, if he does start in the back, he's going to be able to pass cars and he'll be up there towards the end. So 20-1. Um, love that. Brisket was 50-1 on FanDuel. Holy shit. There you go. Now that I'm not right now, of course. At least I don't think. Which I need to pull up FanDuel. I haven't really looked at it as much. Um, just because it's really frustrating seeing what they offer. But we did talk about the advantages FanDuel will give us from time to time. But 30-1, yeah, 30-1 is really good, and I think 20-1 is what is the best you can find him right now, unless you guys have any better lines. I'm seeing 30-1. I'm seeing 28-1 pre-practice, pre-qualifying, but I think 20-1 is the best you can find at this moment in time. Exit, good to see you, my friend. Gotta run it back in Talladega, man. And that goes for anybody in the Discord. Talladega spring, really fucking fun. We go all over the strip, and it's always a blast. Gilly would be a huge sleeper. Yeah, uh, yeah, I don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening with Todd Gilliland or Michael McDowell or any of those guys. Big drivers win big races. Michael McDowell did win a big race, but he had to have the leaders crash in front of him to win the Daytona 500. So I can't, just can't ride that. I do want to see if there's anyone else in my head that sticks out. Um, Austin Dillon for me is the ultimate sleeper, right? And we've talked about him. If you missed out, talked about Austin Dillon earlier. Monday, my first bet logged on the Action Network. Link in the description to see all my bets. First bet I logged was Austin Dillon 66-1 to win the Clash. Good sleeper bet. Right now you can get plus 4,000 on DraftKings. I think that's around the best you can find. I still think that's okay. I think you can put a sprinkle on that. Plus 900 for top three. I like that bet as well. I wish so badly we could get top five odds, man, because we would see some good top five odds with a lot of these sleeper guys. And I think Ryan Priest could be a good sleeper. He's a naturally good short track racer. Came up through modifieds. Um, Kind of don't know what to expect out of him this year. Like, we're gonna find out if it was a Cole Custer issue or if it's a race car issue with Stuart Haas. Like, I could see SHR in the next couple of years downgrading to a three-car program if things don't go well with that number 41, or if Eric Almirola retires, leaves, Smithfield leaves, who has a very dedicated commitment to him for some reason. But um, yeah, Ryan Priest at 50, 60-1 could be a good sleeper. I think that's a decent recommendation I would consider for the Clash. See what else we got after the heats. Yeah, Dylan, I agree, man. I mean, I think I wouldn't go super heavy right now. I would at least leave room for like two bets between the heats and the main event. Leave some room, leave some capital to place once we see the heats get done and we know the starting lineup. We know who can really pass. Um, but you need to place some bets before because there's a good chance you'll lose value on guys like Chase Briscoe. If Kyle Busch comes out and smokes everybody, you could lose value on Kyle Busch. You could lose value on William Byron at 12-1. You could lose value on Austin Dillon, who qualified very well. He could have a top five starting spot tonight if he does decent in his heat. That 40-1 will be gone if that happens. So I think there's room to place bets before, which is why we're here right now. But leave a little bit open for after the heats. 100%. And maybe we'll see some more fun bets, more top fives, maybe some top tens. I doubt it, but we'll keep our fingers crossed. So Barstool take down top three. Drew Mills says Barstool took down top three. It's because they're watching Dale Center. I mean, what do we? Nope. I still got top three. I still got top three right now, so we're good. I was gonna say Barstool's watching Dale Center. That's what's happening. They're watching us, and they're like, "Uh oh, well, we got to get rid of these. We can't let this guy destroy the industry." I get it. I understand. Um, Ryan Priest is plus 1,800 for top three. I don't hate that. I don't hate that one. But yeah, I don't want to get too sidetracked here. Talking about Chase Briscoe, good underdog play. Everybody's riding him, which is what I'm scared of. But 20 to 1 is still good value because I think the books are freaking out about him hitting the wall, not qualifying well. I think he'll be fine. I think he will be fine. I think 20 to 1 is still quite a bargain for tonight. So I got one more driver I will discuss, and I feel like nobody's talking about this guy. One of the best short track racers of all time. He was good in practice, qualified decently, struggled here badly last year. But to be fair, Toyota wasn't great here last year, except for Kyle Busch. My guy, Denny Hamlin. I don't know if you guys have seen those clips. His new show on the Dale Jr. Download, Dirty Mo Media. That's going to be a fucking awesome podcast. But I like the energy around Denny Hamlin this year. I think he's going to have a bounce back season. And he didn't have a terrible year last year. Like, it wasn't great, but he did get 2 wins. If he doesn't win those races, probably would have been an abysmal year because he had a lot of DNFs, a lot of struggles, had a lot of self-inflicted errors. And I think a lot of that, especially with Toyota and Joe Gibbs struggling to get acclimated to the new car with all the engine troubles they had, pure just slow fucking race cars in the first quarter of the season, random mechanical errors, bad pit crew work. We're going to see a rebound with Toyota in 2023. We're going to see a big rebound with their program. I think all their drivers, except for Ty Gibbs, will win a race in 2023. And I think Denny has potential to win multiple. And to see that he had speed is very encouraging early in the week, right? Or not early in the week, but practice qualifying, Saturday night, he looked good. I thought he looked good. I also got my hair cut at Sport Clips earlier this week. So um, I got my hair cut, and then I saw that Sports Clip was going to be on the car with like the chrome number, and I was like, okay, this might be a sign. This might be a sign. Let me know what you guys think about Denny Hamlin. But right now, Barstool Sportsbook has Denny at 10 to 1. DraftKings has Denny Hamlin at uh do, 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 do. I don't know why I don't see Denny Hamlin. Like, what is going on here? There he is, 12 to 1. I think that's the best you're gonna get. So if you have a better line on Denny Hamlin, better than 12 to 1, let me know. I'm looking at FanDuel right now. Um, let's see. Denny, my guy, Dennis Hamlin, the pit crew, dude. Yeah, Adam, the pit crew was. Whew, that was tough. That was tough. Adam, how do you think Noah will do? Um, I think Noah's going to struggle tonight. I think the rookies are going to struggle. I think Noah and I Gibbs are both going to have a hard time tonight. It's such a different experience from anything they've ever done. Not a lot of experience in this Gen 7 race car. It's not a rookie's race. I just don't think it's a rookie's race. I think they're both going to struggle. So if you do see matchups against those guys, I'm kind of on the fade train. And I love Noah Gragson. Had a good conversation with him in Daytona last week. Came up to me in the media center and we talked for a while actually and about Legacy Motor Club. Think it's fucking badass. Think it's a good rebrand. And a very bright future for the whole organization. Appreciate Richard Petty kind of looking after the organization, acknowledging like once he's gone, like what are the next steps? It's very admirable that he's like committed to the organization after his life is over, which is it sounds so sad, but that's what he said in his press conference. He was like, I'm not going to be here a lot longer. So Jimmy Johnson and GMS, all these investments coming through. You bring Noah Gragson in. Eric Jones wins the Southern 500 last year. This organization could be scary. Denny Hamlin's 10 to 1 on FanDuel. So yeah, there you go. Unless you guys have anything else, Blaney. I just read Blaney from my guy Timothy Jones, but Denny Hamlin 12 to 1 is a good bet. Definitely a good bet. Super NASCAR fan. You're telling me that Denny is 12 to 1? Dude, why do I keep doing this, guys? It's the fucking. Well, I thought it was empty and it was not. I got kind of drunk last night, so a little bit harder to drink some beer. Denny Hamlin is not showing up on my DraftKings at all. Like I see Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, William Byron, Joey Logano, Tyler Reddick, Ryan Blaney. No Denny Hamlin. Why is he not showing up? What the fuck? Just a very, very frustrating day for betting. Anyway, 10 to 1, 11 to 1. There you go, Andrew Richards. Thank you. 11 to 1 on Bet 365. I know a lot of people in the Discord that use Bet 365. Get 11 to 1. I think Denny is going to be really impressive in the heats. He's going to advance his qualifying position for the main event. Denny's going to be good tonight. I think Denny Hamlin 11 to 1 is a good bet. Also 11 to 1 on points bet. Adam Swanson, I can't hear you. Uh-oh. No sound? Yeah, you can. You can hear me. Everybody can hear me. Brand Dude, good to see you, man. Good to see Brand Dude here in the chat. That's some GG voodoo. Yes, dude, I'm telling you. I think it was like an hour after I walked out of Sports Clips, which I usually don't get my hair cut at Sports Clips, but I had to based on where I was at, my situation. And then I see the paint scheme. I'm like, okay. I think I'm going to bet on Denny Hamlin this weekend. Yeah. Well, I guess if Adam can't hear me, how am I going to tell Adam that you need to check your sound? Appreciate you guys helping out. Appreciate the chat helping out with all this. Trevor, 12 to 1 on BetMGM. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Denny Hamlin is 12 to 1 on BetMGM. That's the best value you're going to find from what I've seen and what the chat has seen. All right. For anybody that joined in late, I'm going to recap everything I've talked about real quickly, real briefly, and then we're going to talk some matchups on Barstool Sportsbook. Man, I just refresh it every time, and I'm just like hoping something new pops up, but it's not the case. They are not gonna help us out here. All right, from the top, guys. From the top, my favorite play of the weekend is Kyle fucking Busch. He's going to be a menace out there tonight, an absolute menace. Second in this race a year ago. RCR is trending upward. Qualified second. He's going to blow everybody away in his heat. He's going to be up front. He's going to stay up front. If you guys find better value at 8 to 1, let me know. Let the chat know. Where's it at? Where can we bet it? We need that information, everybody. Help us all out. We're a great community. We're degenerate sports bettors, but we're all gonna fucking win tonight. You bank on that. And Kyle Busch is the guy that could get it done for you. Got fucking cottonmouth talking so much. I'm honestly amazed I still have a voice left after that wedding last night. So yeah, Kyle Busch, favorite play. Win bets. He's a favorite play. Next up, William Byron. We're going to be calling him Benjamin Bill very, very soon. Plus 300 for a top three is a mortal fucking lock for William Byron. And plus 1,200 to win the race. Great bet. Great value. Underrated short track racer. And I just feel it. I feel it. The Raptor paint scheme looks good. Our guy Lefty designed it. He dominated Martinsville in the Raptor paint scheme. He's got it back on here at another short track. Give me William Byron. You missed all the stats I said earlier, but you can rewind this and look at all the other shit that I said. I don't know how statistical it actually was. I think it was like half and half, you know. But I love William Byron. I think he's going to be a menace tonight as well. He'll be up there all throughout the race. Austin Dillon is the sleeper play of the weekend. Everybody wants a sleeper. Everybody wants a long shot. I hate it for you guys because I grabbed him at 66 to 1 at the beginning of the week. You hit that link in the description that takes you to the Action Network, best bets on the Action Network app. You could have seen that. Follow me, set notifications, and right up to the second, you can tell my bets. But Austin Dillon, 40 to 1, I still think is a good play. Just put a sprinkle on it. Plus 900 for top three. I like that too. Big drivers win big races. This is a big race tonight. Austin Dillon, 3 of his 4 wins were big races. 2 at Daytona, one of which was the Daytona 500, and the other one was a win or go home moment, clutch time situation. Got it done, and he's won the Coca-Cola 600. I don't care how it's happened. I don't care if it's strategy, fuel mileage. There are some drivers that just win big races. Jamie McMurray, great example. Didn't have the best career, but that motherfucker won big races. Austin Dillon is a great comparison to Jamie Mack because he wins big races. I don't care what you say about AD. Give him the criticism all you want. He does win big races and big moments. This is a big race tonight. So it's essentially a winner go home race because there's fucking no prize money to go around. 83, good value play. We talked about Justin Haley. I'm not going to bring him back up on the screen. I simply cannot bet on him because I've already missed the value train. Missed the value train. And we got to congratulate everybody once again for getting him at 100 to 1 in the Garage Guys Discord. Unbelievable. Another somewhat sleeper play, Chase Briscoe. Everybody and their fucking grandmother, it seemed like, bet on Chase Briscoe before practice, before qualifying. I think at 20 to 1, still a good play. Books are freaking out about that wreck. I think Barstool is more accurate with their 16 to 1 line. DraftKings still at 20 to 1. And I will check one more fucking time because apparently I keep accidentally loading up the Daytona 500. App hates me right now. Yes, Chase Briscoe is at 20 to 1 on DraftKings. That is correct. Bet it. Good value. Chase Briscoe, he's going to be able to pass cars no matter where he starts. I think he's going to be good tonight. He'll be up there. He will be in the mix. And then Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin, we're all sleeping on Denny Hamlin. I got my hair cut at Sports Clips earlier this week. Then I find out Sports Clips is on the car. Come on, that's Garage Guys voodoo right there. Big time. Good energy. Denny Hamlin, excellent short track racer. Give me Denny Hamlin. What did we say? 11 to 1? You found him at 11 to 1, 12 to 1. I'm going to get all these bets logged in on the Action Network. Be sure you're following over there. You'll see that. Okay, I will. This is if this is true. Uh, somebody just said Kyrie Irving traded to the Mavs. Is this correct? I am actually a Mavericks fan, so that's kind of cool. That's big. I think that's big, but I want to know what Dallas gave up, but they did that. Jason P, smart man. He got Dylan at 66 to 1. Mark in Mississippi, Adam Teal, smart guys, got him at 75 to 1. Great bets. Denny Hamlin, I think right now you have a great opportunity before the heats begin to get him at good value because Denny's a guy that I think could run through the field, win his heat, or finish top 2, top 3 in his heat, and then get a great starting spot for the main event. And then he'll be a co-favorite potentially. So I like Denny Hamlin at this line. So there you go. Those are all my bets that I like. I'm going to talk about a matchup or two over on Barstool Sportsbook. I've already talked about William Byron a lot. William Byron to beat Ross Chastain is a mortal lock. Mortal fucking lock. I think William Byron easily beats Ross tonight. Now, my guy Greg Mathern, NASCAR Titan, great betting insight, contributor to the Garage Guys. He has been constantly DMing DraftKings back and forth to find out what their rules are on the rules on how action is placed or determined. Essentially, the question is if I bet on William Byron to beat Ross Chastain head to head, and then William Byron doesn't make the main event, which could happen, there's only 27 cars in the main event. Do you lose or does that bet void? I'm pretty sure, based on what Greg said, if you bet on a driver and then they don't make the main event, you will get your money back. Your bet will be voided. That's very, very important in considering when to bet, how to bet. And in matchups, it makes matchups less appealing right now, right? Like, it would be sick to bet on somebody and then the opposition doesn't make the main event. And then you win right there. Like easy money. It's not the case. But on the other side, it's good because if you bet on a guy to win and then he doesn't make the main event, it's like, okay, well, the bet will void. So that's something to consider in matchups. All action is determined by drivers in the main event, not in the heats. So, a lot of talk about Christopher Bell. I know you guys are surprised that I did not talk about Christopher Bell. Yeah, so it's true. Holy shit. Dinwiddie, Finney Smith, and 2 first-round picks. Damn, dude, that is a lot. Well, they've got all their stock in Luca anyway. That's crazy. I did not see that coming. Oh, first and second round pick. Okay. How about that? Wow. I think that's a good trade for both teams. I think Dallas gave up a lot though. Anyway, I'm not getting sidetracked. We talk about real sports here in Dale Center, right? Like pure athleticism is determined by how well you can drive a race car. Way more athletic than basketball, confirmed. I'm just not feeling it with Christopher Bell. That's what I kind of wanted to talk about here. I think Bell will be good. I'm super high on Christopher Bell in 2023. I think he's going to have a fucking amazing year. But I don't think this is his style of racetrack. Like, he is a good flat track guy. He's very good at New Hampshire, good at Phoenix, good at Richmond. But you're going to have to fucking bump and bang your way up to the front at this racetrack. Christopher Bell is not, he just is not that kind of guy, right? He's not a Joey Logano type of guy that will just move you at any time. Kyle Busch is that kind of way. He will just fucking move you. Denny Hamlin's that kind of way. He'll just fucking move you. Steve Bell's not that kind of guy, I think. And I think you're going to have to use the bumper a lot tonight. So I'm kind of going, I want drivers that have a more aggressive nature in their style. So not a big statistical play. I think there's data on both sides of Christopher Bell, but I'm kind of leaning towards Denny Hamlin and the JGR camp over Christopher Bell, which there's a matchup featuring Christopher Bell versus Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch is minus 125 on Barstool Sportsbook over Christopher Bell. Give me that all day, all fucking day. Kyle Busch is going to be first, second, or third all night long. No question about it. I also like Denny Hamlin over Kyle Larson. This is a track that's not. I think Kyle Larson had a good run here last year, decent run, but um, I'm high on Denny Hamlin. I'm not so high on Larson. This is not Kyle Larson's style of racing, similar to Christopher Bell, I feel like. So give me Denny over Kyle Larson. Give me Kyle Busch over Christopher Bell. Truex versus Harvick is such a toss up. Such a fucking toss up. I'm not touching that. Byron over Chastain, love that. But I don't want to pay minus 155 for it. That's my thing. It's a little too juicy for a very unpredictable race. So I'm not sure that I'm going to bet on any of these. I'll go ahead full disclosure, but I want to give you my picks for all these matchups. If I had to pick somebody out of Truex and Harvick, give me Truex to beat Kevin Harvick. Give me Byron over Chastain, and then Kyle Busch over Bell, and Denny Hamlin over Kyle Larson. Those are the only four matchups you can find on a mainstream sports book right now, and I just gave you all my picks for them. Whew, I'm going to read the chat for a second. Jason P. NBA is not a sport. Randall, I think it's just one first rounder. Okay. We're still talking about NBA. Still talking about Kyrie. That's big news, though. That's big news, so it's fair to talk about. It's a steal if Kyrie cannot be crazy for 4 months. Yeah, good point. Good point. Timothy calls him a cancer. Yeah, I mean, what am I doing? I'm not here talking about basketball. You guys, we're talking about a real fucking sport here, and that's NASCAR, baby. We're back. We're back. We're talking bets. Race props fucking suck. I would never bet on the car number of the race winner. Or, yeah, no. Very frustrating. There you have it. There you have it. It is 2:19 Central Time here in Nashville, Tennessee. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we got to give very, very special thanks to our partners over at Hooters. Hooters and Garage Guys are a match made in heaven, and right now, flowing on the bottom of your screen, you got the nice 4K, 180 million frames per second TV, feet propped up on the recliner. You can order Hooters right now from where you're sitting. Promo code Garage Guys when you check out. Any $30 order, you can save $10 when typing promo code Garage Guys on the Hooters app. There's a link in the YouTube description to download the Hooters app, and then it's all taken care of. We're basically guiding you every step of the way. Download the Hooters app for special rewards, offers, discounts. Place your order. Daytona Beach wings, two half and half. Daytona Beach, spicy garlic. Throw some waffle fries in there. Cold Mountain Dew. Not a Baja Blast Mountain Dew, but regular Mountain Dew is still good. Put it all together. $30 or more. You can save $10 using promo code Garage Guys. All of our beautiful friends at Hooters. This would not be possible without. Oh, messed up something. What did I just do? This would not be possible without our good friends at Hooters. So, the greatest partner in the universe. Look, guys, it's been an hour, 20 minutes. I'm going to do a few minutes just to answer a few questions. If you have any questions about anything else, my thoughts, opinions, let me have it. I'm signing off here shortly. Um, it's been a great show. Remember, you can rewatch this, you can rewind it, get all the plays before the heats. Remember, betting advice purely save a little bit of money, place a couple bets between the heats and the clash because you're going to have more knowledge. You're going to have more knowledge. You're going to have a little bit less value, but you're going to know more about who might be the most legitimate contenders to win this race tonight. So save some money for in between. I'll be active on Twitter, Action Network, to give you anything else that I put out there once the heats are over and lines hopefully come back up on the board in the sports books. Okay, I'm chat only now, guys. Chat only. Talking to you guys, answering any questions you might have. Pulling up my Twitter right now, see if I got any new updates, any breaking news that's NASCAR related, not Kyrie Irving related. All right. Super NASCAR fan, who do you think wins heat number one? Okay, so heat number one is Haley. I feel like heat number one was like the really unstacked lineup. Like, not a lot of big drivers, big name drivers, I guess. I'm going to pull up the heats right now. I think Haley's going to win it because I think beside him was Almirola and like Bowman. Um, all right, here we go. Heat race number one. Yeah. Haley, Almirola, Bowman, Burton, Logano. You know Logano is going to be a force. I don't think Logano is going to go back to back and win this thing. But um but I mean Joey's going to be a factor. He's a great short track racer. He'll move anybody at any time. So I think Justin Haley's going to run away with it. I think Haley will easily run away and win this heat. I don't see anybody being able to contend with him. Um Logano could be a factor. If you get a couple cautions, you give Logano a chance. But I think Justin Haley wins heat number one. Whew. Eric got signed for 2 more years, so he will be back in 24. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. He was retiring, and now he's gonna be back. Oh, I see. You were answering Shane. Will Almirola retire at the end of the year? Yeah, pulling the old Tom Brady. Excuse me, guys. Appreciate you, Randall. Yes, absolutely. Hooters wings, best in the universe, can't go wrong. Look at that. Look at my retro Al up here in the corner. Way better than shrimp. Al, superior to shrimp. Or whatever the fuck that thing is behind me. I'm really not sure. But all right, you're gonna do a full season. So Kevin, we already did the full season preview show. We did it last week at the Rolex 24. It is 9.5 hours long, and we covered every single possible NASCAR future you could ask for. Now, we also dropped a podcast that's audio only. We dropped a podcast on Apple, Spotify. Just search Garage Guys NASCAR Podcast. Check that out. We basically consolidated our full season preview into like an hour, and we still talked about a shit ton of bets and our favorite bets ahead of the 2023 NASCAR season. Gave a couple Daytona 500 plays, pre on track plays. So be sure to check that out if you want that full preseason preview. You can watch it. The stream was insane. Way too much. We had a live interview with Rick Ware and Ricky Stenhouse, a couple other people that jumped in live at the Rolex 24 at like 3 in the morning. But aside from that, we did talk. I mean, I talked so extensively about every single fucking NASCAR bet you could find. All right. Heat 2 is loaded. Eric, good to see you. Eric, I appreciate you. Yeah. Love this tie. Yes. I'm very hyped to have NASCAR back as well. We're talking about Eric Almirola still. John Ashton Hicks, thank you for watching, joining. Do you put any stock to practice speeds? Not really. Like single lap practice speeds, not really, because there's so many factors that could have contributed to that. Like I think Bubba Wallace and Truex were at the top of the board. They could have run that lap because they weren't in traffic, right? Like there's probably a lot of guys that were really fast that were in traffic for their entire session, right? Like dirty air, right behind somebody trying to pass cars. So I don't put stock into single lap speeds. We put more stock into 10 lap averages, where Chase Briscoe was really good. I'd have to go look at that again. I'll talk about the averages real quick and kind of what I think. Oh, I'm sorry, it was Bubba Wallace that was at the top of the board in 10 lap averages. Then you had Briscoe, Truex, Blaney, Gilliland, Denny Hamlin. I do think that's a sign of speed. It's a way better metric for normal races, though. It's not. I think it's not as good of a metric for this race because you had all these split up practice sessions, and as I said, like you are dealing with traffic all the time. So I don't know if you get the best gauge for what's going to happen. So I'm not putting a whole lot of stock into it, but it does give me some confidence about Chase Briscoe because uh, Briscoe, even dealing with traffic, he was able to pass and was still second in 10 lap average. So there is some stock, but I would be cautious. I think the best thing if you are like if you're not sure, wait until the heats are over. If you're really not sure, you're not feeling confident when you're looking at a bet, don't do it. Just wait until the heats are over and then come back and revisit. I hope that makes sense. Bubba will lose his mind the first time he gets run over tonight. Nick Hook setting the lines for the NR Cup Series Daytona 500. Nice, nice. 80 to 1. Okay. I can live with that. I can live with that. That'd be a hell of a hit. That'd be a hell of a hit, Nick. Um, Anybody that doesn't know, check out IDK Player on YouTube. Does all the iRacing streams, all the big events. I will be racing in a big Daytona 500 event for NR Night in America. That's what Nick Hook is referring to, and I'm gonna be a big underdog, 80 to 1. That's fucking insane. If I won, that would be fucking electric. All right, all right. Levi, Mr. Morrison, who's the Daytona pick? Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney is a Daytona pick. If I had to pick one guy, I'm on Blaney. I bet him every single Daytona 500. He is so fucking due. And I know people like hate that term, like in betting, but you have all the data in the world that backs it up. He's the best super speedway racer in the field, currently. I think he's like the new Pied Piper, and if he gets a Daytona 500, he'll just become unstoppable at the super speedways. So we can bet on the final after the heats. Yes. Now, I don't think every single what I'm scared of is I think some sports books won't reload the odds. But I think Barstool will. I think Caesars will. I think DraftKings will. I don't think there's going to be a lot of variety out there based on what I've seen. But yeah, I think confidently there is enough time for the books to put lines back up and give you something. So 80 free wings at Hooters if you win. Yes, love that. Love that. Free game for the NASCAR has commenced. Reed, love that. Cheers, everybody. I hope we have a great season. I'm right there with you. I'm so fucking excited. And thank you, everybody who's joined. This has been a really fun stream. This isn't what Dalescenter typically looks like because I'm not home. I had a wedding, got drunk as shit, and it's Dalescenter on the road once again. Timothy, thank you. Anybody new to the channel, give us a sub, give us a listen on podcast. We have a shit ton of betting insight, analysis, tips, and we have a lot of driver interviews. We've had Josh Berry, Scott McLaughlin, Connor Daly, Chase Elliott, and this week we have a very, very big driver coming on Tuesday. So be ready for that. Sub, give the videos likes, helps us out a lot as a business, and helps us deliver content creation in the motorsports NASCAR world to you guys and girls. So thank you all. Any final words from anybody? Any final words? I want to know one guy. Everybody give me one guy you think is going to win. That way you can come back to this for fucking bragging rights. If I'm wrong, you're right. You said I told you so on Dalescenter. Go Fast Troy says, I want to see KFB win and flip off Joe Gibbs. That is, it's funny, but it's not, right? Like, I don't know. That's kind of a sticky situation. I just think for Kyle Busch, it would be a cool moment, right? Like, it would be like a. That's the thing. I feel like it's a Kyle Busch chip on the shoulder year where he's going to feel like he's got a lot to prove after leaving the organization that has given him so much success. Oh boy. KFB. Harrison Burton. Dude, if Harrison Burton won like 100 mils, like you'd be the fucking man because there's no way it's going to happen. 83. Kyle Busch. Denny Hamlin. A lot of Kyle Bushes. Holy shit. Joshua Pittman says RCR. Like that. Like RCR. Paulie in Boats. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Blaney. Man, this just isn't Blaney's kind of track. That's kind of I didn't talk about Blaney. I'm on fade Blaney all the way. I didn't talk about Tyler Reddick. Same kind of thing. I feel like this just isn't Red Dog's type of racetrack. Yeah. I don't blame you for betting Reddick. You can get 15, 16 to 1. That's pretty good value. I know, Super NASCAR fan. It's okay. We'll get BJ back on the Sports God of the Week once we're back home. We got the Wall of Dale, you know the scenery. We'll get that scenery back once the season begins, and I can't wait for it. Buck Baker, Mark in Mississippi. Buck Baker, love that. KFB is a good narrative. Yeah, it's too good of a narrative. That kind of freaks me out. Bubba Wallace. Hey, look, you look into those 10 lap averages. If that's going to be super representative of what we'll see, Bubba Wallace could be a good play. AJ Allmendinger, Jack Hawk down. Okay. Hell's Bell, lost profit. Yeah, Hell's Bell's the fucking man, but not tonight. I don't think Hell's Bell is going to be. I don't think it's his race. I just don't think it's his race. Kind of a gut thing, kind of a driver style thing from what I think. So, all right, guys. I am signing off. Once again, be sure to be following on the Action Network. Have we had music playing this whole time? No, we have not. Boom. We're signing off, guys. Thank you all so much. Be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, check us out on all social media. Me, Garage Guy Chase, and Garage Guys Racing, Garage Guys FS. And hit the Twitter handle to be Garage Guys Racing because somebody fucking owns it. So, Garage Guys FS on Twitter, Garage Guys Racing, NASCAR Podcast. Search all of it. I think all the links are below in the description. But thank you all so much for joining. It's been a fucking blast. Bring in the electricity. Cheers to everybody. Hope we all have a very profitable, fun 2023 NASCAR season. And I cannot wait for tonight. It's going to be a blast. Let's fucking go, people. Let's fucking go. Hope everybody wins tonight. I think we're all going to win. Appreciate you all. And enjoy the Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum.